Hey, so I thought it would be kind of cool today to do a review of my level 1 IAZ ski instructor course. So I'm heading to Canada. I have my job at Big White and I'm going to be a snowboard instructor, and all is well and great, and that's fine. And a couple of weeks ago, I guess in video terms, a couple of weeks ago, we sort of discussed, hey, I should probably learn to ski because then I can get more hours, I can be more like adaptable and needed by snow schools and stuff, and it's probably going to aid me get my job in New Zealand for the other season. So we booked on to do some IAZ level 1 ski, and I turned up on the first day at Hemel, so it's an indoor slope in the UK. And we get split into two groups. My group has basically like 4 or 5 other people. They're all like, I thought they were like 17, 18. Turns out they're like 15, 16. They're all like race skiers, been skiing since they've been like little. I've been skiing for about 20 hours. Great. So we get told, day one, just go and have some warm-up runs. And I was like, yeah, cool, that's fine, I can do that. What I didn't realise is that the week that I was doing it was half term, so the place is absolutely rammed. So I do my first run, and these guys are at the bottom in like 7 or 8 seconds. They're just like straight down, a couple of like half turns, racing. They've got like the racing, like the you got your poles, and then you've got like the defender thing to stop you like bashing your knuckles off those slalom poles. So they've all got that sort of stuff going on, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. So crack on. First run, a bit shaky. I was like, oh, okay. Second run, I get taken out by a member of the public. Just snowboarder came behind me, just flattened me, and I was like, ah, great, fantastic. And then we started doing drills, and they're all drills that I've never done, and I'm just like hating every second of it. And we get told there's some like coursework, like a book that we have to fill out as well. So at lunchtime we go and fill out the book. We learn that there's basically like 3 criteria that have to be fulfilled. So it's your actual skiing as a person, so your level of skiing, parallel skiing, your demoing ability, as well as being able to demo simple like snowplows and stuff, and then your ability to teach, so teach a lesson, structure a lesson, etc. So different stuff. Like on paper, I'm like, okay, cool, I understand this, I understand what I'm doing, it's great. Whenever we're skiing, I'm just like, this is just not it. We finished at 3 o'clock on the Monday, and I was like, well, I need to get some hours in, so I'm going to stay till 6, because that's when it shut on Monday till 6. So I was like, oh, I'll just stay afterwards. Did some skiing. And Tuesday, so Tuesday night is usually the night I head out with all my friends to the snow centre. We just mess around. There's like a jump, there's this, there's that, and I snowboard obviously. And I decided Tuesday morning I'm not going to bring my board. I didn't want the temptation to be there, so I thought I'll ski. And I did day 2, and it was just more of the same. It was more drills that I couldn't really do to a level I couldn't really ski to, and we did a little bit of teaching, and the teaching was fine. I think my camera's just sort of lost me. We get into day 2, and we do a little bit of teaching, and because I've helped out with so many hours of ski basic teaching, I'm in my element. I'm like easy peasy, so I'm doing all the stuff, fantastic. I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm at. And it was nice because now all the people that were like, all the guys I'm with, or guys and girls that I'm with that are really good, they're now, oh, I'm nervous on this and that, oh, I don't know, because they've never done it, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, now that at least they know what it feels like from my point of view, you know. Get through that, do some more work, and then we finished at 3 p.m. again, and I stayed skiing until 10 p.m. that night. Just trying to do drills, trying to just get better. And even like all my mates turned up on snowboards at like 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. and I was just like, oh, gotta stay on the skis, and I'm doing bits and pieces, trying to get better, and I'm getting there, but it's a long thing. Go on Wednesday, and Wednesday I was like, do you know what? Wednesday's not terrible. Like I'm doing the drills. I may not be amazing at them, but we're doing it to some sort of stand. We're doing short turns, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then we've done more teaching. And they had me. They said try and teach snowplow turns, and make it fun. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So went through what a snowplow turn is, went through my bits and pieces, explained it all, did a demo. They came down, and I was like, cool, we're going to play a game. We're going to do a slow-mo slalom. So explain that basically we're going to start at the top, do snowplow turns, have to keep moving, have to do a minimum of 3 turns, slowest one to the bottom, and I'll time you on my phone. And to be fair, like all the race skiers I was with, they all like got into it, they got competitive, like got down there. There was a few VAR decisions where people stopped moving or shuffling their feet and all that, but it was good. Got feedback, was great, it was engaging, got them happy, made something that's kind of really boring for people that can do it, and made it in a way that made it fun, you know. So I was quite happy with that. And then that was also the day they found my YouTube, which was quite funny. So I think I had a sticker on my helmet, and they didn't like talk to me about it. They just literally just started watching my videos, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, that was that. And then Thursday, more riding, more teaching. Thursday, I didn't feel too bad. Thursday was the first time I felt like I wasn't out of place. I wasn't like having a real shit time. Teaching was fine again. Oh my god. Sorry, tired. Also that skiing. Yeah, Friday was the last day of the exam, and we had to do a more skiing and more teaching test type thing, I think. I might be getting my days mixed up, but I think that's what we did. So do all that, we finish, we get inside, we have to fill out this book, have to do all these exercises, blah blah blah. So now the exam's over, and he's bringing us to bringing the course to a close. He's like, hey, you know what, guys, thanks, blah blah blah, and we will see how you got on. I was like, okay, cool, because I'm going to bring you into a room one at a time, and I'll explain to you what you've passed, what you've failed, if there's good news, bad news, whether we go from here, etc. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, the fact he's saying that probably means that one of us has failed, and if they have, it's probably me, but we'll see. Anyway, so get into the room, sit down, and all this paperwork and stuff, and I'm like, because at the moment I don't know if I've passed, right? And he goes, okay, well, teaching. He goes, teaching's good. He goes, obviously you taught here before. You can teach, you use snowboard lessons, so that teaching's pretty good. He goes, pretty much, I think he said there's pretty much no feedback apart from, because it was really busy. We ended up teaching in like a tiny little space, and then I had to move the group somewhere else. And he said I managed it well and I did everything good, but I should say the words out loud, hey, we're moving over here to do this exercise because it's packed. If it wasn't as busy, then obviously we'd use more of the slope, blah, blah, blah. But he goes, that's just more of a, like, letting your guests know why you're doing what you're doing. So I thought, fair enough, that's fine. So other than that, no real feedback on that. Demoing, fine, perfect, ties in with the teaching. And then he goes to riding. So at the moment I've passed 2 out of 3. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, we're good. And Monday, and he was there, and he was just looking at me. He goes, Monday was pretty. And I'm like, shit. And he goes, yeah, pretty shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, Tuesday wasn't much better. I'm like, sugar. This is not going to be good. He goes, now Wednesday. He goes, Wednesday we started to see a glimmer of something. And I'm there like, well, that's because I spent like, what, 9 extra hours or seven or 8 extra hours skiing after everyone's gone home. And it's like now Thursday, we were sort of dipping in and out, or bobbing in and out of the where the standard should be. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, oh, we've gone from a fail to a maybe. And he goes, and on Friday, he goes, today, he goes, we're above the standard enough. He goes, I've checked with the other instructor, I've checked with someone else. They've had a look and they're happy with, they're delighted with the progress that you've made, but happy that you are above the standard required to teach for level 1. I'm like, oh, brilliant. So in order to get the qualification, like fully, you have to do this exam that I've just explained. You have to do a first aid course, you have to do 20 hours of shadowing, and then you have to do a working with children online module. So I've now completed everything. I mean, in real life, when this video has been released, there was a gap of like 2 to 3 weeks, I guess, between doing the exam and filming it and whatever. But yeah, so I'm hoping once I send off all this stuff, we are level 1 ski instructor, which is something I don't think I'd ever say or ever want to say, but we are where we are. I've already spoken to Canada and Big White, and as a second discipline, they said I can teach up to level 3, which I believe is snow plow turns. So beginners, straight running, hey, here's your ski, snow plowing, down, wedging, snow plowing, pizza fries, that sort of stuff. And then snow plow turns or wedge turns. So I can teach all of that. So that's going to be fun, because then for adults that's cool, and then even just for like kids and stuff, it's going to be fun. It's going to be good stuff. So that gives me more hours, which in turn will technically give me more money, I believe. So all good news. But like, I will never forget that feeling in that room. Monday, pretty shit. Tuesday, not much better. And I'm like, ugh. And then all the people I've seen, like, oh my God, did you pass? Did you pass? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, Monday, you were so bad. And I'm like, thanks. They're like, but yeah, by Friday, like, you're a different person. I was like, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of skiing. I did, 50 hours of skiing in that week, which is ridiculous, really. I was like, 10 hours a day almost? But yeah, so for those of you that want to take your skiing stuff, I would definitely say, I would say, based on my experience, that you need to be skiing a good 50 to 100 hours before you start taking this exam, because I mean, I was quite lucky that I could ride after the exam. I think if I just did the 9 to 3 every day, I probably would have failed. And having 25 hours of ski experience before you then try and become an instructor is probably not the right path to take. But those 20 to 25 hours that I did were all with an instructor. So either with Mark in Canada, and there's videos of that you can see, or with the Snowboarding coaches, Marie and Caitlin, and there's videos of that. So without their help, I probably wouldn't have got anywhere near where I got to. But yeah, so we're not going to rebrand the channel, because that I don't think is a good idea. Although Snow Sports Journey does sound a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully this is going to aid us, get more work, get more jobs, get more this, more than that. It's going to help us get to New Zealand, I would hope. I've just done my whole medical thing for going to New Zealand. So I am like, without blowing my own horn here, I am medically absolutely amazing. Like my blood tests, my hemoglobin levels, my white blood cell levels, I can't even say half the other shit, my palliatites levels, they're all good. No HIV, no hepatitis A, B, C, D, E, F, G, none of that. Vision, height, weight. The only bad thing is, I mean, I always thought I was 5'11", I'm not 5'11" at all. I don't know when the last time I measured myself or who measured me, but I am not 5'11". I am 5'10", and that 5'10" is rounded up by 0.1 or something. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this. So we will hopefully have some ski footage. I have to go buy some skis in Canada. And yeah, we're going to buy some skis, some boots, some bindings. I'm still going to wear like the dope clothing, I think. I think we're still going to roll with... We're going to look like a snowboarder when we ski. It's fine. But yeah, so interesting stuff. I've now got 7 days. Today's date right now is the 10th of November. So I go to Canada on the 17th. So I have 7 days. I've just dropped something. 7 days before I go. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, I know it's a bit long, a bit drawn out, a lot of talking, not much going on. But it is what it is. Just giving update and seeing what's happening. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember to like, comment if you have any questions, theories, anything you want to know, and subscribe if you have not, because that really helps with the algorithm, with likes, comments and subs. Really helps me do what I want to do, go where I want to go, gets the video seen by more people, and I will catch you guys next one. Till tomorrow, adios amigos.